I'm Beth Ruffin, and I'm WREN's board chair. And before I joined the board, I was a part of WREN's Nest. And what originally drew me to WREN was the accessibility that I had to be an advocate for myself. Prior to joining WREN, I was not much of a political person, didn't have much of a political background, but through WREN, I've visited the State House, I've talked with legislators, I've emailed and called and advocated for issues that I found were important for me and for people who look like me. And that's what really drew me to WREN, was that I was able to get involved without having much of a background.
So we came up with the idea that we would do nothing on our own, that we would do everything in tandem, that we were very collaborative, and that we would work very closely with existing grassroots organizations and bring them in to help us with all the different policy issues, the legislation, the things that needed to be addressed in the state of South Carolina. And I don't think there's ever been an organization like that here before, where you've got a group of highly talented lobbyists and policy experts working with other organizations at the grassroots level to basically find a common goal. And those goals are actually being reached every single day.
So we as WREN, when we are working on policy, we try to think holistically about somebody's life and include our expertise and the expertise of the partnerships that we have, because we cannot achieve progress without all of the people in our network and all the partners that work with us. So we've achieved in our short amount of time pregnancy accommodations for workers in the state, so reasonable accommodation for a pregnancy-related condition, then built on that with Champions to get a Lactation Support Act so that every single person who needs to express breast milk at work has the right to do that. And then building on that outside, looking at those who are incarcerated, ending the practice of shackling them while they are in labor and gaining more rights for those people who are incarcerated around menstrual equity, having access to supplies, having access to adequate nutrition, access to the right type of bed if they need it, and then moving into contraceptive access, ensuring that pharmacists can opt in to providing contraceptive services to their clients. We in our state have many counties that have no OBGYN, and so access to getting contraceptives is a huge barrier. How are you going to get to that provider? So making sure that more locations are able to get to that essential need, and then increasing access to paid parental leave. So no person ever has to choose between their job and their health or the health of their family members. So we've been able to achieve paid leave for state employees and now the education workforce. So we're just building and growing with our expertise and our partners to the larger goal of gender justice, and I believe we will get there together.
Working with WREN is so valuable from so many aspects, not only from the approach that they take and hard work that they put in, but from the folks that they bring to the table. They've really built a coalition over the years that touches all corners of the state and all demographics that are so important to the work that we work on together.
And I felt very often like I don't have a voice, like my voice has been taken away. It's hard to show up in spaces in this body. And I can't say I'm here to make the legislative change their whole decisions, but I'm here because I do deserve to take up space. This body deserves to take up space. This voice deserves to be heard, and I'm sure as hell not gonna let that go.
I'm the director of organizing for WREN. Very excited to hit the ground running, getting our grassroots outreach team together, because in South Carolina, year after year, LGBTQ+ people are under attack. Abortion care is constantly under threat. We always have to fight for paid leave, pay equity. We're fighting for the South Carolina that can uplift all women and gender expansive people. If anyone is interested in joining our outreach team, they can sign up at scwren.org. Extremist lawmakers won't stop, and neither will we.